Next time you're in Bali, watch out for the naughty tourist patrol. Fed up with drunk, loud and misbehaving foreigners, this new task force has a certain crowd in its sights. And it's not Aussies.
For local people, they are very annoying.
Have the Russian tourists been respectful to you or they've been rude to you?
Sometimes respect, sometimes rude.
If you're a young Russian of conscription age, the last thing you want to do is be hanging around Russia and sent to a war that you don't believe in.
Russia's situation, it's not really easy, especially if you want to work in international markets. So most Russians move here to start something new.
10,000 kilometres away from the war in Ukraine, fleeing Russians have found the best hiding place, Bali.
Many Russians are looking for a good place for relocation now. So Bali is a good choice.
Some Russian tourists have been setting a good example, like Maria from Moscow, who has been holidaying for 4 months.
Bali has a special spiritual atmosphere and a lot of opportunities to develop their business, to find new clients to your business, to make something new.
Since the war started, 111,400 Russian tourists have arrived on the holiday island. But they haven't all been well behaved. Russian tourist Yuri Chilikin was deported after taking a semi-nude photo on Mount Agung.
Я хочу извиниться за свои действия, которые осквернили для местного народа священный вулкан. Да, моим действиям нету никакого оправдания. Единственное, что привело к этому произошедшему, это мое личное незнание.
2 other Russians got deported after dancing and posing in inappropriate clothes at a temple.
We have to stop this kind of behaviour.
Gus Agung is the chairman of Bali Tourism Board. He says locals have expressed frustrations that some Russian tourists have been working illegally in Bali.
Russians make problem with the local and they take the local business here. So this is very bad for peoples around the village.
And Gus says other tourists have not been following the road rules. This man is a prime example of the behaviour they don't want on the island.
In the street, they don't use helmet or no license. The police can catch them or make immigration problem. So the government should deportation them.
Bali immigration authorities have deported 101 foreigners from 31 countries in the past 4 months. Russian tourists made up almost a third of all deportations, with 27 of them kicked off the holiday island.
It's not surprising. I mean, it's a combination of understandable annoyance over Instagram influencers posting really insensitive, if not outrageous material online, and the Balinese who have done it very tough during COVID.
Professor Greg Barton from Deakin University says the bad behaviour could result in a crackdown on tourist freedoms.
There's talk of banning foreigners from renting scooters. People often ride rather recklessly, often inebriated, often without wearing helmets, causing harm to themselves and to locals.
The Indonesian government is considering a tourist tax to help deter unwanted guests.
We have people from Russia already more coming because of the war. So the government already do something. So we just make the law enforcement more to protect Bali.
Local worker Awi says everyone is welcome if they're kind.
If you respect to me, I will be respect to you. Just like that, no more.
Aussie tourist Samson says he hasn't seen any bad behaviour and he's having a wonderful time.
Everyone's out here and it's all just peaceful, man. Super good vibes.
I just want to say to all Russian people to respect the rules of this island, because island is magic. It's a really spiritual place.